Good morning, everybody. Here I am at the website, pattern-collections.com. Pardon me, my microphone just moved. We're going to scroll down. I want to remind you that the PayPal button is available for those of you who would like to make a donation to help to keep this website running so that it is still advertiser free. You don't have to, just a suggestion. Anyway, we're going to go in here to pattern focus. Scrolling down to, we're doing the next template for the chakras, which is this one. This one here is the next one. Even though it's out of order, it's how they ended up on the website. But the next one down is the orange one, the Sacral Chakra, and that one is symbolized by two concentric circles forming the moon. That would be this part. And it's the color of orange and the element of water, and the affirmation is I feel. And so I decided I wanted to use this one, Waterflow and Crater Ball Extreme. Those are the two I've decided I'm going to use in this pattern. So Waterflow is, I've done it before, and see how I've done it there. It looks like I did it in a ribbon and then a big triangle. Simple, easy pattern to do. I do believe I'm going to do it in blue. I'm going to use a blue pen today. Do I have it? There. Simple. We're going to make a flowy ribbon-like pattern. And then all we do is aura that. Simple. And then we can put the border, put a double line for the border, and then fill in here. We can make filled in with a little bit of highlights, and that's all there is to it. It's just simply this sort of curvy, watery pattern with it filled in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it on let me zoom out a little bit. This is the one I printed for that pattern, and I'm going to do that water flow in this stripe right here. I may also do it here depending on how I feel. I think I probably will, but for sure in here. Okay. And I need to plug in my phone because I left it uncharged for the last couple of days, and so it's almost out of juice. Turn on my light and zoom you guys in. So as you can see, I've already planned it out on my page, drawn it with a compass, planned all my different sizes. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, where I had this inner one, I had it too small, and then I made it a little bit bigger, still wasn't right size, and then made it a little bit bigger. Now I like this size. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. Like I said, I think I'm going to draw with a blue pen today. Feeling the blue, being as how it's watery. And I am just going to I'm going to go along here I think so. Okay, so let's start with just drawing this outer circle. I should turn on my heater. I'm a little chilly. I didn't think it was that cold in here, but it is. So turn on my heater a little bit. I've opened the windows because it's nice and warm outside, but it hasn't warmed up in here yet. Oh, that's better. A little bit of heat. You may hear the birds singing out there. I get to look at the birds today. There's a bunch of them. They're little, I don't know what kind of birds they are. I am not good with birds. I should get a little bird chart for California so I know what these are. But they are little finch-like birds. Some of them are yellow and some of them are brown with a red head and beak. I don't know what that is. I should be better at that, but I'm not. Do I want a double line? I'm not sure that I do. I think I just want a single line for my edge. I don't think I want that double line, so I'm not going to make one. That, and then I need these guys, these sort of lotus petal-y things. Just like that. And one more. Okay, so now I have my basic shape. I'm gonna go ahead and draw this one too while I'm here. Even though I'm not going to use this particular line in today's drawing, I'm just going to go ahead and get it drawn in here. Like that. And I don't think you can really tell that I'm using blue. So I may change over, see if I have a lighter blue pen. Is that the same blue? That's the same blue. Okay, I do not have a lighter blue pen. I have a light blue Sharpie. Wonder what that will look like. Oh, the lid's not on all the way. It's probably all dried up. Yeah, it doesn't look any different. Kind of looks green on here. That didn't help. Alrighty. We'll stick with the blue I've got then. So I'm using a Micron PN in a blue, even though you can't really tell. And I'm going to get rid of all my pencil marks so they don't distract me. And yes, you can use pencil. I don't have anything wrong with planning ahead and using pencils. Some people might come for me and say, oh, you can't use pencils as guides. But I am not following the Zentangle method. I'm following the Creative Pattern Tangling method, CPT, which is different. And CPT says, use your tools. Okay, so I'm going to use in this area and in these, I think. So let's start with this area. And I am just going to, oh, almost lost my lid. I'm just going to start in here, and I'm just going to make a lovely flowing thing. And then I'm just going to aura that lovely flowing thing. All the way around, like so. I'm going to start and stop in different places so you don't really notice the spots where I start and stop. Like so. And maybe some of these will need a little extra. Like that. Might even need an extra one there. Maybe one there. And then we'll do the outside. Does it matter that our lines are not consistently the same width? No, it does not. Matter of fact, more flowy the better. Makes it more water flow-ish, right? And if I come to my edge, I'm just going to stop, pick it up where I left off. Just lines, wandering and meandering. Like so. That's full. That looks good. And then I'm going to come question is going to be, do I want to come like this all the way so that it's coming outward? Or do I want to go all the one direction so that it's kind of flowing like around, which I think is more what I'm tempted to want to do. I'm going to play with it. So let me use this page, and I'm going to play with the different ways I could do this. I could do it kind of this way, flowing from this point outward, right? But that looks less watery like to me. mean, I could do it that way. But I'm thinking I want to do it more this way. And continue that kind of water flow coming up. And up into this point. Like that. Oh yeah, definitely that. Okay. That's what I thought, but you know, you wanna practice if you are unsure of how you want to do something. Like that. Absolutely. Okay. Each one's going to be slightly different. How you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? Let me know what you did in the comments below. What did you guys do this weekend? I unexpectedly had to work. We ended up with a overnight break-in at our store, and so since my manager and my supervisor were there at like 1 o'clock in the morning till like 4 in the morning, they asked me to come in and work because they were exhausted and needed to go home. So I was called in at the last minute, but I was happy to come in and help them. It's horrible that people are feeling so desperate that they need to steal and break into places. That's sad. Okay, so now my question is, I want to color that in, but do I want to color it in with my markers, with colored pencil, or with my pen? So I'm going to turn my paper over because I want to play with colors. Colored pencil, this is what ultramarine looks like. Oh, that's very pretty. But it's a little dark. Maybe sky blue. Oh, very nice color. That would be pretty to color in that with. I like that. The next one down is called Cerulean Blue Light. They're very similar on the orange. Either of those would be good. That one's probably better. It looks better on camera. Okay, I like that color. Cerulean Blue Light. And then let me try marker and see what marker does. Marker might not look as good on this paper. No. Marker turns brown. Doesn't sit on top of the paper, it sucks in. Don't like that. Okay. Colored pencil it is. So now I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to fill in spots here. trying to decide how I want to work. I'm going to start in the middle one here, and I am going to highlight, put my highlights in on which one? The outward bend or the inward bend? I think I'm going to put my highlights on any outward bend. So anything that goes toward the outside is where I'm going to put my highlights. I'm just going to start there like that. And just leave a spot there. Matter of fact, I could probably come in and do the white first. Let me do the white first, and then I'll know exactly where I want to put my highlights. Okay. Sharpen my white pencil. Right there. Now you can see them. That comes out cool. Outward bends. Like that. And then they're going to be every other one. So I can do like that. It's already looking cool, and I have hardly started coloring. But I like this. This is going to be really nice. If you guys want to fast forward through my coloring process, feel free. It's not going to bother me. But see, where I've put the highlights already, I can tell it's going to look really cool. And we're just going to color in. So while I'm coloring, let's do a question of the day here. If you could have directed any film in history, what movie would it be? You know, I'm not much of a movie person, and I think I already answered that question. Oh, yes, I did. Because here's the, if you could vacation for the rest of your life in the same place, where would you go? And I had cheated and said I would vacation the same place on the Carnival Panorama, wherever that Carnival Panorama would be. I kind of cheated. If I had to pick an actual place to go on vacation every year, I think I'd pick some place I've never been before. I really, really, really want to go to Scotland. It's where my ancestors are from. And I have a feeling I would not get bored visiting places in Scotland. If you were stranded on a desert island and could have only one object you currently own, what would you take? Ooh. That's tough, isn't it? It's kind of like asking if you're going to go on to Survivor, what would you take with you? My glasses. I want to be able to see what's coming at me in the bush. I want to be able to see what I'm doing. I would take my glasses. If you won the lottery, what is the first thing that you would do? The very first thing I would do is set up what kind of lottery? I'm assuming that when you say you've won the lottery, that means the big lottery, the millions of dollars lottery, not the I won $20 in a scratcher lottery. I'm going to make that assumption. So then the first thing I would do is find a financial advisor and create an account where that money could be safe. I don't think that's exactly what this question is asking. I think the question is more asking is where would be the first place you spend some of that money? I assume is the question. And honestly, if I had millions of dollars, first thing I would do is find a place to live where we could have like a family compound. Compound sounds weird, but we've always wanted as a family to have a place, whether it's where we live permanently or a vacation place, where we have like multiple family dwellings all on one big property. They don't have to be big dwellings. As a matter of fact, it'd probably be better if they weren't. But yeah, that's where I would put my money. As to the first thing I would buy, obviously, first things first, you'd have to pay your taxes, and then I would set aside my tithing for charity. But I would have to think long and hard about where all that tithing would go. I don't think it would all go to one place. But after that, when you're talking about where would you spend the first parts of your money, I think that's what we would do. Is find either a vacation spot or a permanent place to move where the family could all move kind of together as one, but still have our own separate dwellings so that we're not like on top of each other, but like one communal place where we could all be together for meals and so forth and hang out together if we want to, but then we have our own separate spaces to get away and have our own private time. That would be ideal. My son has always wanted to buy like a hotel and then renovate it so that each floor of the hotel was for a family. Knock down all the internal walls, and each floor inside was for each of the different family groups. That would be kind of fun. All right, so far so good. I really like how this is coming out. I love the orange and the blue together. Complementary colors. As to our color wheel, for those of you who were wondering about color theory, I don't know what I did with my color wheel. It was sitting here. It hasn't been that long since I used my color wheel. Has it? Oh, it's right here, under all my pens. See? Blue and orange are directly across from each other on the color wheel. Thus, they make a really good complementary color scheme. You know, I think I'm going to do a different color blue for this part. I want, do I want the lighter blue? Or do I want the darker blue? That's going into green. I don't want green. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Kind of a dark, deep, purpley blue. I like that. Okay. So I'm going to start along here with that dark blue. Just like that. Okay. I am busy. No, Collie, I am busy. Call Dad. That's my boy. He's calling. I can call him back in a few minutes when I'm done. Yeah, I like that. Okay. He will call my husband because that's what he does. He calls one of us, and then one of us is busy, he calls the other one. He's probably traveling. Oh, he's left a message. Okay, I'll call him back. Okay, and then my whites. Like that. Oh, this is so pretty. I like this a lot. Okay, next question. If you could have a secret listening device in any one room in the world, which room would you like it to be in? I'm pretty sure we've had this question before. The first things that come to mind, I automatically dismiss because it's like, maybe I don't want to know. I don't really know. a secret listening device. I don't like the idea of it being secret. Now, if I were to have a listening device that they knew was there, knew that I would be listening, that would be different. But the idea of it being secret, I really just don't like. That's just kind of creepy. Okay, next. If you had to inhabit the body of someone you know personally while keeping your own mind, whose body would you take? Ew. Wow. I think I'd take the body of my friend Kelly. She is so athletic and so healthy. I mean, unless she has aches and pains that I don't know about, she is the most healthy of all the people my age. Doesn't say that I would have to be my age, but, you know, I don't want to be a different age. But then again, if you think about it, it's kind of creepy because then you are not you, and all interactions you have with, like, your husband is with a different body, which is creepy. And what if my husband doesn't like the body I pick? That's weird. All right, 2 more little petals, and then we will zoom out and see what it looks like all together, because I really like it, but you haven't seen it yet, all in its glory. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Oop. Got a little bit carried away there with my coloring. I'm outside my line. Oh well. It will have to live that way. One more. Okay, one more question. If you could be a member of any club or association in the world, what would it be? I don't know. I'm not much of a joiner. I'm kind of, you guys know, I'm a loner. I mean, other than not going to church regularly, I haven't really changed much of anything due to the world global circumstance, because I'm not much of a joiner. And I'm already a member of my church. But I can't imagine that there's a group or an association that I couldn't already become part of that I would want to be part of. Does that make sense? Okay. I really like how this came out. Let me zoom you out so you can see the whole thing. Look at that. I am super happy with the way this came out. I think I'm going to put it, they had it going with the circle at the top on the template, but I kind of like it at the bottom. I don't know. No, at the top. Okay. So this is the Sacral Chakra, right? Yes. And we've done Waterflow. And we're going to do, in here, we're going to do Crater Ball Extreme on the next video. And I am really looking forward to doing it because I think this so far is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm really glad we've done this one because I would not have done this without the prompts for the pattern focus. I just wouldn't have. It's not something I would have come up with on my own. But I think this is absolutely stunning, and I am so excited for this. I'm really pleased with what Shell has been doing with picking patterns, and looking forward to finishing up these ones for the February prompts and moving into the March prompts. I saw today is, as I'm drawing this, today is March 1st, and I saw the new March prompts come out, and they're continuing on with this same thing, moving forward with more of these chakra patterns, and I'm really looking forward to doing them. So you guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video where I finish this one up. You guys go out and do something nice for someone today, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.